Good morning, Cancer. How are you today? My name is Sherilyn, and I'm here to do your weekend bonus reading. This one is going to be for June 27th, 28th, and 29th, which should be Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Okay? We're going to do it the same way we always do. I'm going to call out all 12 signs. When I call out a sign, whoever comes to your mind first is who we're speaking about. We'll pull 2 cards for each of the 12 signs that I call out. And it's just to give you some sort of an overview as to what the current dynamic is between you and the person that came to your mind. At the bottom, we'll pull 2 cards each for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. This is to give you some sort of insight as to what could possibly be coming towards you this weekend. The hope is to make it easier for you to navigate your way through your weekend. Okay? This one's going to be for my Cancers. All right, Cancer, let's see what we get. Okay, if you're a Cancer currently dealing with an Aries, I've got the Devil and the Two of Wands. So this Aries is viewing you as somebody who's having a very hard time. You're obsessing over some sort of decision you have to make right now. It almost feels like the decision you're trying to make is somehow between good and evil, Cancer. That's what I'm getting. This Aries is a friend or something. This isn't romantic with the Aries, but they are definitely... I don't know that they're concerned. They are curious about what you're going to decide, I guess. Maybe? Okay. that's how I feel about it. If you are a Cancer dealing with a Taurus, I have the Wheel of Fortune and the Ace of Cups. So this Taurus feels as though the world came into focus the day that they met you. I mean, the Wheel of Fortune began to spin in their favor the day that you walked into their life. They have a cup full of love that they want to hand to you. I don't know whether or not you're on board, but if you are, this one looks quite promising. Okay, Cancer. If you're a Cancer dealing with the Gemini, I have the Six of Wands and the Queen of Cups. So this Gemini is viewing you in your feminine as the Queen of Cups. Loving, nurturing, intuitive, empathetic, Six of Wands. If you're not in the public eye, they feel as though there is some sort of a sense of recognition coming to the two of you as a team or as a pair. So maybe they're looking for a title or something. If so, maybe that's coming into focus as well. It looks like possibly if you're on board with that one. If you are a Cancer dealing with another Cancer, or if you're sending yourself a message, I have the Five of Cups and the Strength card. I think you are suffering from some sort of a sense of loss and regret currently, and you're trying to tell yourself that you have more than enough strength to get through this. Which is probably what a second Cancer would tell you as well. So there you go. If you are a Cancer dealing with a Leo, I have the Justice card and the Five of Swords. This Leo is viewing you as somebody who's very conflicted or causing a ton of conflict. Maybe in the past you caused a ton of conflict. Now there's justice playing out over it. I don't think that this conflict was with the Leo. But this is somebody who they have a lot of loyalty towards you is how it feels. I don't know. A lot of loyalty here. If you are a Cancer dealing with a Virgo, I have the Six of Swords and the Magician. So this Virgo is seeing you as somebody who's trying to manifest your life into much calmer waters. Trying to get your life out of the chaos that it's currently in, is how they see it. If you are a Cancer dealing with a Libra, I have the Nine of Wands and the Six of Cups. This Libra is viewing you as somebody who is quite wounded. You're wounded over something that you have a ton of history with or something from the past. Your memories have you wounded. This one doesn't feel romantic, but definitely here again, like the Leo, this is somebody that there's a ton of loyalty here. A lot of emotion, just not romantic emotion. If you are a Cancer dealing with the Scorpio, I have the Queen of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles. So the Scorpio is viewing you in your feminine as the Queen of Wands. They feel as though you can have whatever it is that you want. And for some reason, you're holding yourself stagnant or holding yourself back and allowing yourself to have nothing. Or not allowing yourself to have the things that you want. That's how they see it. If you are a Cancer dealing with a Sagittarius, I have the Six of Pentacles and the Five of Wands. So the Sagittarius is viewing you as somebody who's very conflicted over a sense of reciprocity or a lack of reciprocity. Possibly you're on the upper end of something that there's possibly you are on the receiving more end than the giving more end, I guess you could say. I hope that made sense. In a situation where there is unequal reciprocity, and maybe in the past it didn't affect you, but now all of a sudden they're watching you become quite conflicted over it, meaning that you are looking for things to be more fair possibly than what you used to be, so they're seeing you as changing. If you are a Cancer dealing with a Capricorn, I have the Four of Wands and the Ace of Swords. So this Capricorn, absolutely, they view you as some sort of a higher level soulmate to them. With the Ace of Swords, there's some sort of truth that's come through here. Maybe the fact that they view you as a higher level soulmate is the truth that has come into focus here. Okay? If you are a Cancer dealing with an Aquarius, I have the Eight of Swords and the Hierophant. So this Aquarius is viewing you as somebody who is definitely restricted when it comes to a higher level of commitment. You're restricted by your thoughts, or something's got you restricted so that you can't act the way that you want to, or pursue something, or even maintain it the way that you want to, it looks like. If you are a Cancer dealing with a Pisces, I have the Eight of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles. So this Pisces is viewing you as somebody who's incredibly independent. They're also viewing you as somebody who's 100% in. You're all the way into something. 100% committed, 100% on board. There's something here that you're all in on. For some of you, it could be the Pisces. For others, I don't feel like it's the Pisces. The Pisces is just somebody who knows you very well. And the situation you're all in on is elsewhere, is what I feel like. Okay? Plenty of options out there, Cancer. It looks like. I don't know which direction you're going, but you got a lot of options. Okay. For Friday, you have Judgment and the Emperor. So you've taken your power back on Friday, and you're calling judgment against something or someone who you feel has been unjust towards you. On Saturday, I have the Ten of Pentacles and the Seven of Wands. So you're being very defensive when it comes to what you believe will get you the Ten of Pentacles. So you have made your mind up on what road it is you want to get there, what road you want to take to get to the Ten of Pentacles. But for some reason, you're being very, very defensive towards the very thing that you want to go there with. I don't understand. And then Sunday, I've got the World card and the Seven of Cups. So it looks like you are trying to lay the fact that you have options to rest, possibly. With the Seven of Cups and the World card, I feel as though that's a cycle for you that you are trying to close out. So maybe you have changed, Cancer, or you're trying to. There you go. Anyways, this is what I have for you this week, okay? I will be back on Sunday with the weekly readings. I'm here every morning with the daily energy check-ins. If anybody is looking for a private reading, just send me a message and I'll get you the details. I will never reach out to you first, not for a reading, not to ask you to be my friend, not to get you to go to my backup account because I don't have one. If somebody does, it's not me, it's a scam. So please treat it accordingly, okay? All right, there you go. Thanks a lot. Have a good night.